Yo, it's your boy Kid L, man. I'm here with Farm 216, and we're gonna answer some questions today. Do I have a secret talent? I'm a drummer in a band. We performed at Arts Beats and Eats, Deli in the Alley, underground basements, college facilities, and stuff like that. So that's kind of like a hidden talent that I don't put out there too much. Damn, I should have went freaky with that one. Damn. All right, what? I'll do that. I'll say that. I'll say that for next time. What's your favorite food spot in the city? I'm gonna have to go with damn, that's a good question. There's so many good places. Probably George's. I'll probably go with George's. And chicken tenders, pretty much keep it basic with some French fries. And that's pretty much it for the city. Yeah. What? You don't like that answer? You don't like chicken tenders and French fries? What the hell is wrong with you? Who the hell doesn't like chicken tenders and French fries? What is one of the worst purchases you made and why? Damn, that's a really good question. I would say that one of the artists I signed was a terrible purchase. That was a terrible, terrible deal. I wish I'd never signed that motherfucker. That dude spent all my money on drugs, lean, bullshit. Never showed up to shit he was supposed to show up to. Never fucking spent any money on some of the shit I gave him money for. He spent it on everything but that. That was the worst thing I ever purchased, was an artist. I'm never signing an artist for the rest of my life. That was fucking the dumbest thing I ever did. What's the worst date you've been on and why? Damn. This one time, this girl had me, she was fine as hell, okay? So first of all, just to clear my name up, she was fine as hell to drive an hour for. So I drove an hour out to her crib. She lived by the airport. I walked into her house, and there's a dude just sitting in the corner of the room. Like, and this dude, his name was Nick, because Nick will verify the story, but the real Nick on Instagram. He's sitting in the corner. I'm thinking it's a setup. She's sitting over there on the other side, and she's like, "Oh, welcome to my house." Like, and I'm like, "Bitch, there's another guy here. No welcome to this fucking house." I'm gone, and I left. And I asked the real Nick about that story. I'll never forgive him for being there. I was fucking whack, bro. What do people misunderstand about you the most? I'm not completely stupid. I'm like pretty stupid, but I'm not completely stupid. So that's pretty much something people gotta understand right off the bat with me. Who were you in high school? In high school, I was like the biggest troublemaker. I got kicked out. I got expelled from my initial school. I had to go to a school where all the bad kids, the Utica community of applied learning, where I choked this kid named Jesse Hernandez out. Because he was making fun of my native language, which is Arabic. That's who I was. Like, I would either try to fight you or you were my friend. That was pretty much the way the game went when I was in high school. What's your astrology sign, and do you relate to the characteristics? I'm a Virgo, and I don't know anything about astrology, so I have no fucking clue what to say about that one. What were you like as a child? I was a badass kid, just like your favorite rappers. I was a badass kid. I was always in trouble. I was getting suspended every day from school. You could not find me not in the principal's office. I was always in the principal's office, or I was at home because I was suspended. That was pretty much how I was as a kid. Was I a good kid, like, overall? No. Like, I was pretty bad. I was a bad motherfucker because I just didn't understand like what it meant to make somebody else feel good about their lives. I was always like a negative motherfucker, like thinking things negatively. So I kind of grew out of that over time. What's an important lesson you learned in life? Yeah, that's a good question. Karma. Karma is a real thing. Karma isn't a magical force that comes over you. Karma is what you create within yourself over time. And over time, we're going to see people's faces get pudgier and their bodies get bigger, and they look lopsided and they look fatigued, and that's karma. That's because you didn't live life the way you wanted to live. Instead, you took shortcuts or you took routes to make things easier for yourself, but really what you did was made yourself content with the fact that you don't want to pursue anything further, and you weakened your system mentally, physically, emotionally, and with your energy system. So karma is a real thing. Start taking care of yourself on all those cylinders and stop playing around with life, because it will bite you in the ass. What surprised you the most when you started in your field? A lot of these rappers are cap. That surprised the hell out of me. A lot of people I kind of looked up to when I was growing up. People in the mainstream level, I figured out were cap, and they're not really who they say they are. It's just they put on an image and they put on a show for people to consume, unfortunately. So it's a good thing because it gives you a strike of reality, but it's a bad thing in that I wish I never idolized or looked at certain people like motivational figures in my life, because you're really following a persona. You're not actually following a real person's life, which is like pretty lame. What networking methods have worked for you? So I don't really network. I don't really go out of my way to talk to people. I don't like introduce myself. I don't like I never really did it because people normally did it for me. Like there's also love. People be like, yo, this is L, like this is what L can do for you and all these types of things. So I never really had to do it, but I never really felt like doing it because I've come from more of like a genuine atmosphere where like, if I feel there's a connection between us, I'm gonna come talk to you. But I'm not gonna look at you as an opportunity and be like, yo, that's that dog. I'm about to go talk to him because he's gonna give me an opportunity. I always looked at things like it's gonna happen if it's gonna happen. I don't try to push it. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys 216 for having me. These were the questions that I had to answer, and I appreciate you guys having me on. Peace.